Hello everybody, this is Ashley Abruzzo. We are back for another installment of 5 Minutes with Germanna. I'm excited to say that we're back at Salubria, and I'm sitting here with Leta Scherquist. Leta, how are you doing today?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And today we're actually in a part of Salubria that not many people get to see. Can you tell us about where we're sitting today?
We're on the second floor in what used to be a bedroom. There used to be walls all the way across, and a door into this bedroom and a door into the other bedroom. There's a lot of plaster missing up here. They did a lot of work here in the early 50s to restore the house. If they hadn't done it, it probably wouldn't still be here. But the upstairs has never been refinished, so you can sort of see it, how it was back in 1950, and probably how it was when they were first building it. Originally there was a center hall staircase that came up from the main floor downstairs, from the north end of the house up to the south part of the hallway up here. That was moved in 1795, and they built a funny little crooked staircase on the west side of the hallway. Like I said, there are two rooms on this side and there are two rooms on the other side of this very large hallway. If you look up, there's a beam. I remember asking my dad how they got this beam up here, and he said mules and block and tackle. But this beam is 42 feet long, and it's a foot square, and through the middle of it, there's a standard post that comes from the top of the ceiling, the roof rather. It's called a king post, and there are no nails. They carved it out and they put this king post through it, and it sort of holds the roof up. And there's another one over on the west side of the house. The beams up here are pine, and the beams in the basement are oak, and all the lathing is hickory. When they did the dendrochronology, and I think it was 2002, I believe. Dr. Dan Miles came and did it, and he gave us that information, which I always thought was very interesting. Across the hall, there are two bedrooms that are more intact than this area. They took the walls down partially because apparently there was some problem with the walls, and they rebuilt the walls below, but they never rebuilt the second floor walls. But one of the reasons they took this wall down is because outside, under the windows, there was some damage to the bricks from where they had done the rustication. So they took the bricks from here, because back in that era, I don't believe you could get replica bricks made like you can now. So they used them under the windows when they repaired under the windows outside. And if you look above the windows up here, you see some modern bricks and some very hard, it's called Portland cement. And when they did this work in the 50s, they used Portland cement and obviously modern red bricks. But Portland cement dries very, very hard. You're supposed to use limestone mortar. I found this out after the earthquake of 2011, when they had to repair the walls and the chimneys of this house. But Portland cement dries very, very hard. So when there's any kind of motion, like an earthquake or heavy winds that might move it a little bit, the Portland cement cracks, it doesn't give. In the northwest bedroom, I can show you, we can take the camera and pan, and you can see where it cracked the walls all the way through. It also cracked the wall between the master bedroom and the small bedroom behind it. There are also cracks in the walls in the hallway. None of these cracks were here until the earthquake. There are some doors up here leaning up against the wall that apparently used to be doors to these two bedrooms that don't have walls anymore. And they probably were a burgundy color, because the doorways into the other bedrooms on the other side are burgundy. Now the fireplace mantelpieces up here are very dark blue. And I'm not sure what that means or why that is, but it's a very pretty color when it's clean. There are 4 fireplaces up here. There actually originally were 12 fireplaces in this house, 1 in each room, 4 on each floor. And the thing that always fascinated me was that the fireplaces are all at an angle. 12 fireplaces feeding into 2 chimneys is, I'm sort of in awe at the architecture and how they knew how to do this 260 some years ago. But they did an excellent job, and it's still here. And I'm grateful for that.
Well, this is definitely a fascinating area, and I know we're going to take time in the near future to do more tours of Salubria, the different rooms. So I want to thank you, Leta, for taking time to chat with us today, and we look forward to chatting with you in the future.
Thank you.